me feel like a bad girl. Feel like a
completely, seep into my bones and veins. Still feel you feeling me. I can't seem to release this pain that you've planted inside me. You can take this from me, but you won't watch me bleed. You can take this from me, but you won't watch me bleed. You won't watch me bleed. Just right on the facing my way. I'll show you crazy. Still feel you feeling me. I can't seem to find peace. I can't let go. Every time you lose control, there's another blood I hold. Twisted and twisted now. So get the house roads. Just right on the facing my way. I'll show you crazy. It takes some time to realize it's not your fault. It took me time, my whole damn life, to find the power that's in my hands. To find the power, to find the power that's in my hands. You don't have a hold on me. I have on myself. Just right on the facing my way. I'll show you crazy. It's an up avenue. Never let someone tell you that you're not strong. saw your smile. I hope me and myself is not falling down the stairs of your love. I mean, it's easy, it's not so easy. You trust me that I'm making music. I wish I could just dream about music during all my fucking life. Last year again, I'm falling love again. But if only you could see yourself in my eyes. But I know you're missing me in my music. My name is easy, it's not so easy. You trust me that I'm making music. I wish I could just dream about music during all my fucking life.
I remember seeing you last fall. It was hard to recognize you at all. It took away the art of talking touch. I know you think that I'm ready more. Now that I realize that I should be lost. But the breaking news wasn't that we're over. That we finally took the mask off. My mommy told me that we shouldn't worry. Daddy told me just a good story. He said to move on and keep going. Imagine, yeah. We had one more life, one more shot at sunrise. A razor, things start with new eyes. Breakfast ain't tragic goodbyes. What if that's why? Things start with Your coffee cup on my nightstand. Not to reminisce, just a reminder to never go back to the life we shared. Anytime I'm feeling the urge to look at a picture, oh, I get so confused. 'Cause I swear I am so over you. My mommy told me that we shouldn't worry. Daddy told me just a good story. He said to move on and keep going. Imagine
Welcome everyone. We are back again for another week of Arena Clash. It's Tekken 7, baby. We're back again. Once again, Eternal Dragon here with my boy Pun Life. How is it going, bro? How are you doing today?
Excited as always. This is my second day of commentary in a row, so I've been seeing a lot of Tekken and a lot of good Tekken so far, and I'm hoping that trend keeps up. It's always good to see quality Tekken. We got Birmingham versus Bradford, teams with a lot of pedigree and a lot of solid players. So I'm hoping we see some quality Tekken. Even though, I really want to see how Bradford respond to Birmingham, because Birmingham have been on a bit of a tear. We've spoken in the previous weeks on how strong that team is, how strong both their teams are, really. So it's gonna be an interesting one.
You're absolutely right, Pun. How we talked about how strong that team is. Even if we didn't talk about it, you see those names, you're like, damn, that's the deaf team right there. So, me and Pun were talking before about this Bradford team has kind of been on a journey and have been leveling up on the sort of the guidance of the previous Bradford winners, and that's quite unique. Where we have people, I'm not saying unique in that way, people helping each other, but having like a direct, like, this is our B team and A team. We're going to help them get better, and it's going to grow our scene. So yeah, this is going to be a big test for the Bradford scene, because they got, some big boots to fill when it comes to the legacy of Bradford. So nothing better than a baptism of fire going against this team.
Yeah, we're seeing some different characters. Not a character I was expecting from Richie today, but it's a character we're getting. I know a lot of these players do like to switch around, especially when we're not playing at the highest competitor level, when we're not trying to qualify for TWT regionals and those kind of things. They do try to pull out pocket characters and continue getting better at Tekken. So I'm assuming that's why we're seeing it. So far, really good way of dealing with the Zafina as well from Richie. Beautiful slice, a beautiful punish on the Scarecrow 4.
Absolutely, and it's really, if you're not comfortable with a certain character, it is about fundamentals, and you're gonna have to make that person go back to their main, and doing quite well at the moment. Got the life lead. Few seconds left. It's up to Richie to come in, and he gets floated, and he didn't really need to go in.
Still alive, 4 seconds to go. Slide. Oh, no slide.
Oh!
Almost. Could have gotten Harry, but nice reaction. Didn't even bother punishing her. Had enough health, so it was definitely the safer option.
That's a lesson in kind of going in. He didn't really need to jump and go in and got floated. He could have just let him come into him, but Richie on the attack anyway. Okay, other way around. He gets floated now. This input.
Oh, nice again. Getting the flow off of the forward 4 on Zafina. Really strong move, but it is still I-17, so can suffer a little bit against slow moves. Nice, using the unique move. You can only use that once per game, so that's out of game now. Both in rage.
Oh man, that is just not being decisive enough to go in for the kill. And you could see Richie was trying to set up Hermit mix-ups. He was trying to get closer with the jabs. Nice block on the low there.
Nice. Just staying very patient, getting a lot of these flows with the jab as well, and converting really well off of them.
Setting up with a lot of jabs, trying to...
Good step as well. Slice the Pry is the preferred stepping direction versus Scarecrow. One more hit, could do it. Rocking Richie step, both in rage here. Okay. Extended on one side. Zafina rage drive is 14 frames. It could be really clutch here. Oh, good keep up from Richie. Just enough to close it out, but could have gotten dangerous. There was a lot of those situations where Richie had to clutch it out. Both players were in rage a few times, and had to dig out for clutch caps and come out of it unscathed. And Richie seems to have pulled it off every time.
Yeah, that's true. I saw what you could see there is Richie using a lot of jabs to set up his offense, which is a good strategy. It works, but you can kind of see the thinking going on when it comes to character that you're not exactly your main in, and you can see it's just resort to fundamentals. And he just went to the I think it's the 1-2-4 string every time he was punishing, and then he would not go into hermit. So you could see in a way it's kind of practice, right? If you're going to whiff, I'm just going to punish you. So it was a lesson for Fear to actually think, okay, I need to start committing to something. He was respecting me a bit too much and letting Richie, I want to say, think and go, right, okay, he's not doing that. Hermit mix-ups. They were low on life, and he was trying to do the running kick sort of point blank, and I just feel, what at that point, why would that hit him? Why was he going to duck? You're trying to run in his face. He's just jabbing. So try not to overthink him. He's got a little bit of life. How are you going to kill him? How are you going to close it out? Think about that in that situation. So we'll see what adjustments he's made. He's gone for a wallless stage. Interesting.
Not surprising. I mean, we do see it from Zafina players all the time, right? The lose the game, switch to infinite strat, making the most of the backdash and the lateral movement as well, giving themselves as much room to work with as possible. Oh, not quite getting the conversion off of that. I think usually down forward 1 is a really good pickup because it has such low hitbox, but not this time, I guess.
That was surprising it didn't pick up. Okay. There we go. Just frame gets it. Okay, how's he going to close this round out now? Goes into the orbital heel. Richie ends the combo, keeps him close just to continue with that pressure. There we go.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, he gets around.
That's the most important thing. Getting that round of the board and getting some momentum on his side is so important, especially versus someone like Richie. Even though it might not be Leo, it still doesn't detract from the fact that Richie is an incredibly strong player in terms of the fundamentals and knowledge of the game.
Absolutely. Okay. All right, there you go. This is the thing that's going to make Richie change up his game plan. You have to earn his respect here. Just going back for the down forward 1. No, it doesn't get the dash up. The timing off of these things is so weird. You see, even top players mess up dash combos. They don't run up in time.
Nice, the empty dash is in though, trying to get the throw as well. Unfortunate time, slowly ticking down as well. Gonna get something here. Richie getting bigger health advantage as well, and 5 seconds to go. It's gonna be a really difficult comeback here. Rage expended, 3 seconds to go. Oh, don't think there's anything. Yeah, I don't think there was anything long enough or fast enough there to actually get enough damage. Outside of the mid launchers from Mantis, I don't think anything else would have done the job.
Yeah, definitely. Good break. Richie just staying there, right in the pocket. Good, gets the stomp. Good little life now. Punish that.
Again, that flow jab.
Okay, sweet bang. Is he going to press? He does again. And he goes low this time. But Richie probably anticipated him going mid for the parry. I noted after he used the K in the first time, for is he going to press? Then he did after. So I thought, is Richie going to parry? He did, but good option for going low.
Kane is minus, isn't it? It used to be plus, like very heavily plus, but I'm pretty sure it's minus now. So Richie pressed after it as well. So I don't know if it was based on the read or just trying to get lucky, but something to consider as well. Nice. 1+2 landing.
Okay, getting a bit too offensive. Richie not afraid to use his get-up kicks we've seen many times.
Yeah, very back and forth. You know, one person gets a combo and the other person gets a combo, and trading a lot. And now it's Richie's turn once more. Has the rage art here. Should be able to get close up this round. And we might be going to the final round here.
That's unlucky. He blocked the first hit and then let go of block or tried to press, and he got launched by the second hit. So maybe just kind of forgetting that the follow-up was going to come out if he blocked, or just got a bit too overzealous because he blocked the first hit. Anyway, 2-2 now. Pressing. That's it. Richie just keeping him honest. It's like, you're trying to press, but I'm just keeping you honest. Jumps over the low.
Richie got that timing down. He's got a good read on Fear now. It's going to be difficult to get this game, and needs just a bit more, but it's not going to be enough. the down back 1+2 from Richie, getting the counter hit, finishing it off, and looking very comfortable, even on this character that we haven't seen him really play before. Definitely not a character I was expecting. Maybe I was expecting someone else perhaps as a pocket, but definitely not the Leroy.
Yeah, I agree. Not a character I suspected, but you could see he didn't have to do anything fancy. Just using a down forward one, using a jab. That first round had about 3 float combos in it. And then once he could see that Fear was respecting him, every time he would whiff, he would just go for just a regular jab punish, just keeping it simple. He wasn't going for like, right, I'm going to try run up and kill you, just overwhelm you, just believe in his fundamentals. So then I think it might have thrown Fear a little bit, thinking, okay, he's not doing anything that shows, he's using a character not familiar with, so he's going to start throwing out things. It was just solid fundamentals there as well. So, yeah, well done to Richie for taking that first game.
Yeah, and we got the leaderboards on the screen as well. So far, Birmingham coming out the gate looking strong. I mean, it's like we spoke before. It's super, super strong players. Richie, Immortal Soul, and Joker. Joker, who's now, a Tekken World Tour finalist as of a couple days ago. So definitely going to be tall order. But I think it's possible. I think it's possible to get some games on him. I believe in Estophysics. I think Estophysics is probably the strongest player on the Bradford team, but I think Dryden and Fear could definitely put up a solid challenge as well. So I hope they manage to get themselves on that board, get some points, even if it's difficult. Keep trying to get in there. They've come a long way since being a number 2 team for Bradford. I think they can definitely stand up to the title of being number 1 team.
Yeah, and then you said you've got like your test to see how far you've gone is this team, and this isn't just a little test. This is, you can't get better than this. We talked about previously Joker being this, I don't want to say up and coming anymore, but relatively short to how well he's done. And Richie is, I don't want to say was, but is also that kind of player. You've got 2 of them on the same team. That's like an unholy union of just these people that are just so strong, and now they're on the same team. So that's why, in a way, Bradford should play with no fear, because you've got a lot to gain, a lot of experience to gain, and nothing to lose really. Where people would say, "Oh, you should lose," so just play as best as you can.
Exactly, and we're going to see how much Immortal Soul has practiced so far. Is looking really strong. He is a Raven specialist. Released a lot of content on Raven on YouTube and other platforms, and pioneered a bunch of things as well. So super, super talented player. I wish we saw more and more of him. I think he's one of those kind of like the UK talent that kind of is hidden under the surface sometimes. Nice. Pretty keen. I wonder how good the matchup knowledge is for Immortal Soul. I think one of his friends, Shaiko, plays Lars as well. So there could be some matchup familiarity here that could make it a lot easier for him. Potentially.
Doing quite well, kind of even life at the moment. Nice work. Backs off after just getting the advantage.
Nice, using the Razor to pick up. Should be able to get the wall here. Yes, he does. Easy Devo with the Raven damage. Nicely done, nicely carried. And we get the Lars theme as well because of the output.
Forward to the wall. Mad damage.
Good awareness from Estophysics on that wall. Could have potentially got set up there with that jump over.
Orbital's back in this now. What can he make of this? Doesn't get the right splat, but he's got the pressure against the wall.
Nice, keeping him check. Very, very strong performance from Immortal Soul. Keeping it very clean, getting that damage on the board. And that's the scary thing about Raven. Sometimes one mistake will just lead to a launch, and you're losing a lot of damage. Even though that Raven damage has been toned down a bit, it's still pretty considerable, honestly.
It's mad when you think, and turn down a bit, you got added 5 points of life in one of the other updates, and it's just kind of bled. You could just look at it, does it even matter? But yeah, and on a stage like this, the first launch that Immortal Soul got on him just took him to the wall, 50% gone already. So I think he's gonna maybe I'm not saying an infinite stage is the one to go to, but if you're not using that wall position as to your advantage, you're losing out. And he also, there was a few moments, Pun, he was more so whiffed, and he whiff punished, but didn't commit to doing the next move. So just kind of at the moment is a bit, I don't want to say scrappy, but it's a bit, I can't understand the game plan at the moment. So sort of what's the aim. So I want to see what the adjustment's going to be. Speaking of adjustment, we see a different character, Huarang. So again, we'll see what he's going to play. Also was very aggressive at the start, came out swinging. So he's going to have to think, okay, how am I going to deal with this now?
Yeah, for sure. And I know SFX plays a lot of characters. I've seen him play in University Fighting Games League recently as well, pulling out a bunch of characters. I think so Jen and someone else as well. I don't remember what other characters saw. But I've got plenty of characters in the arsenal, and nicely done already getting the low parry and making the most of it, getting that wall pressure. Try and keep Immortal Soul locked down near that wall, near that corner.
Okay, parry. You're gonna have to start sidewalking to get away from that wall. He's got that pressure there. Oh, I forgot that update doesn't leave him on the ground anymore. Forgot about new tactics. Oh no!
Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Still secured him. It could have been dangerous. Could have been really dangerous for him. Patience. Getting the punishment as well.
Good, good.
That move got nerfed as well, so the risk reward is a little bit worse now, considering you don't get the knockdown. Again, dropping the combo. What is going on? Getting a follow up, sweet bang. This is looking very different already.
Oh no, no.
Okay, that ended up in a way that I really didn't anticipate. The whiff and into another whiff, and then still managing to close it out. Getting a little scrappy there.
And also coming back with a vengeance, just going in, working on a perfect as well. Rockets.
A rage available. Nice, closing it out. Immortal Soul not out of it just yet.
Just going in with the Huarang mix-ups there, attacking the legs. Damn, look at this already, man. Barely been 10 seconds left. No! Okay.
14 frame.
Oh. Wow. That was night and day different. Like, wow. Okay. And it's not the case of where Immortal Soul's using like a secondary. So it's like, right, I'll take it to him. Got the game. Got the game on the board against his main. And do you think if he had stuck with the Huarang from the beginning, he would have, could have been in a different situation? I don't remember what his main is. So is it Huarang or does he use both? But either way, complete night and day different how he played that.
Huarang. I thought it was Huarang. I don't fully remember, but it's been a while since I've seen him play in Belong. And I don't remember because we've seen him play multiple times before, but it's been a while, so I don't actually remember what character we originally saw.
Is he getting taught by Wiki as well? Is that where it's like he's
probably
passed down by his teammate?
But he did really well as well in ICFC yesterday. There was 153 people playing in ICFC yesterday. He got 25th. He beat Kira, who's massive Swiss powerhouse. He beat Jordi Alba, who again really solid player. He beat Dante, who's also on that team, just not playing today. Maybe that's the reason. And also be another player as well. So he had a really good run. It was really, really solid, and I'm hoping that he's trying to replicate this today and keep that streak going. It is going to be difficult, but so far it's looking pretty solid.
I definitely agree. And we said about this team is strong, so it's like, are they going to clean sweep? But not now. There is no all 2-0-2-0.
Yeah, trying to punish it a bit differently now as well. The G-Clef cannon, 114 or whatever it is. It is -14, so trying to launch it, don't do that. You're gonna get parried, but even though it worked out earlier. Just gotta be careful, gotta get that punishment right. Got rage available as well. What if we get like a really long Haran combo? I could see this still killing over here. Expending it.
Like the patient with Mortal Soul, he wants to make sure he gets the kill and does not. Oh my god! Oh!
It's still connected on the tech roll! That was ballsy. That was very ballsy.
Yo, that's like, if you don't win, be memorable and damn, like.
Immortal Soul responding with a lot of damage in turn. Definitely not pleased about it. Down forward 2 from downtown. Once again, drops the combo. Both kind of drops are gonna cost him. Gotta close out a game. What a trade.
Oh.
What is going on?
This is gonna do
This might be enough to kill.
He's dead.
Oh, it is.
Round 3.
Jeez. This went from a 0 to a 100 real quick. Both players fighting for their life here. And again, the move sucking in, beating out the Spartan kick.
Spikes him down. Good option. Oh, they'll get up kick. Could have been punished heavily, but Mortal still. Good option.
Nice.
Stays ducking, commits to that low.
Round 4.
Whew.
Just like that, Mortal 1 round away from taking it. Then that's really nice. Ooh, nice break. Good patience from both. Punish that. Good punish. G-Club cannon from Mortal Sword.
Testing him with different moves. See if he knows his punishes. This is a slide tackle.
You gotta be so careful of that slide. It's safe at certain range as well, like -11. Rather than safe. Oh!
Okay, mix up. Oh, the down jab.
Damn. That jab was very cheeky, but well chosen. Good decision making. And damn. That got very, very scrappy indeed. And so unfortunate. We talked about this before. Finish your combos. Don't let them drop. Because that second round, this entire set could have been very different if that second round didn't go a little bit haywire.
We're just having a quick look at the scores. So we see 2-1 on Mortal Soul, and it's 1-1. Dryden and Richie. Interesting. Okay. And we're just getting the next screen. All right. Okay. So 2-1, 2-1. Getting some incoming scores.
And with that, I think that will be enough points, I think. We're just gonna go to page 2. Joker bringing back, but there's been a lot more fighting. We're no longer seeing the 2-0s from the first round. We are seeing the 2-1s. There's a bit more fight in the Bradford boys still not giving up and keeping the spirit alive. Even though the first round robin is gonna be going to Birmingham, winning all their games so far, or all their sets so far rather.
Okay, so a result that we could have predicted, but as Pun said, the fight and how well they're doing against such strong teammates, this game could have been different. Pun, you said how many drops we saw on the Hwoarang combos, which could have complete changed the face of it, and also he started with Lars instead of Hwoarang, so if it could have been 1-1, and he would have had a chance to pick the stage to it's in his control at that point. So yeah, man, good. We got an interesting game. Like I said, they're gathering that experience, and this is where it's a long game. They've been training, they're putting in the work, and we said we can't remember them for a while, but I think it looks like their skills have definitely improved, Pun.
100%. There's definitely a lot of improvement that we're seeing, and we're doing so good. I'm very proud. But speaking of that, we are going to be going to a short break. So make sure you guys, grab some popcorn, grab some drinks, refill, hydrate, and all that good stuff, and come back in a few minutes where we'll be continuing with the second round robin of a series between Birmingham and Bradford.
me feel like a bad girl. Feel like a bad girl. You make me feel. You make me like a bad girl. You make me feel. You make me feel like a bad girl. You make me feel like a bad girl. Feel like a bad girl.
Welcome back to our second round robin between Birmingham and Bradford. Birmingham have successfully taken that the first set of games, and now we're back for vengeance. Hopefully, with Bradford, bringing it back, maybe doing even more. They were definitely showing strong signs of life. SO Physics doing some bits on stream, and Fear and Dryden also picking some games up, but it wasn't enough to shut down the Birmingham powerhouses. Hopefully, they can continue trying to compete here.
Yeah, that's right. So we saw they got a few games here and there, and not all of them we know if they were using their main characters, and that's what you want to do. You want to take some wins off them to kind of force them to go, right, I need to play my main. And that's an achievement in itself when you're going against such strong players. And then speaking of strong players, we saw SO Physics. We talked about the improvements of this team and how this being a test for them. They've been being trained by the previous Bradford winners, their first team, and he's going to be going up against, you could say the best player in the EU. It'd be hard to argue that. Joker, he's just, hands down the person of the year when it comes to like EU Tekken specifically, and even just the wider Tekken, taking out some big names. He's just a really solid and strong player. So again, this is going to be a big test. And it's a case of whether we're going to see him use Feng Heihachi or go for another character, because when you're at this level, your fundamentals are so strong. We've seen in the previous weeks Joker using other characters, and then you have to think, right, how can I play to make Joker pick or make anyone else pick their main? You need to become sort of dominant and go, right, you can't pick this person against me. And that's a sign of like respect. Like, do you know what? You've earned it, because when they're using other characters, they're not a sign of disrespect. It's a form of training for them. I need to be able to adapt. Am I working in another main? So, that's the test. That is the test.
Yeah, we're gonna have Joker versus SO Physics. A TWT finalist in the flesh, and he was using Negan a UFA actually. I did see him play it.
All right, excellent. One character we see that often. SO Physics going straight with a Hwarang this time. There's lots of pressure by Joker at the start. Damn. Oh, working on a perfect.
Yeah, we got the breakable floors here as well, so plenty of combo potential. We'll see what players can come out with. And honestly, Negan is a really, really strong character, and a character we don't see very often. So it's definitely cool to have him on screen, and especially in the hands of someone like Joker.
Definitely. Nice. Take him to the wall. Just a bit too far away. Okay, what can he do now? SO Physics has got the pressure of the wall.
Bat doing damage, keeping the plus frames.
Interrupts. Here we go. Uses the home move to keep him in place. Spends the rage, but he's on the ground.
Oh, the rage drive coming through from Joker as well. That bat is doing damage, I tell you.
Bam! Look at that sidestep into the launch. Great move from Joker.
I mean, honestly, Negan bringing in the Soul Calibur experience here to Tekken.
Yeah, weapons. We like them. Nice block on the low. Good down jab from Joker just to sort of take his turn back.
Not quite getting the combo ball. Oh, nice parry! Woo! SO Physics still getting that round on the board, still keeping it alive. No giving up just here. Nicely done. Good priority. Oh, that big launch to start off with though.
Wow, but went underneath his one jab as well. Answer back with his own launch. Dynamite heal, but it's the tech. Gets him out. Doesn't work this time. Good punish there from Joker.
Both even on health. Oh, it connects. Oh no, there's a
Oh man, such a. I love that. You give me strength.
Taking it like a champ. Damn. Enough to kill as well. Obviously, it didn't get scaled down too much. It was only the second hit within that combo right after the counter hit. So damn. Solid performance from Joker. A little bit unfortunate for SO Physics on that combo drop, and it's something we we have seen a little bit of today. So hopefully, he can keep the consistency of the combos, maybe go for something easier, maybe not try to optimize as much, just get that guaranteed damage. Because it sucks. It sucks getting that, that chance to get yourself on the board and get more rounds in, and that drop happens and you just lose it all. It's always incredibly disheartening to deal with that.
Yeah, that's so true. He did all the hard work, got in getting that combo, and as you said, Pun, he just was looking for the wall splat, the ground splat, so he could get the ground combo. Just a bit off when it came to the combo, and also in the round before, him using the bloody guillotine into the parry. If you're gonna use, I don't say gimmicks, but like this move into parry, he did it when the next hit would kill. So then he used that one time. He's not gonna fall for it again. And it kept him in the rounds. So good use of those kind of high risky gimmick moves there. So yeah, unfortunately, he just took. Well, I say unfortunately, he took the risk. He went for the low. It got blocked. Kind of a slow low, but he didn't have to go for a mid to kind of have him think about it again. Just went for that. And we're seeing that's the difference to some of the top players where you rarely see that risk. Come out like very rarely, and that's what catches them off.
Fight.
Yeah, we're getting that stage change as well. A little bit more space to work with here. Slightly more unorthodox walls. Oh, nice trade, but doesn't actually get a pick up from that. Oh, and nice, the beautiful whiff punish from Joker once again.
Backs away. Just the timing of that as well. He's waking up with buttons. Gets launched for his troubles. Jeez! Okay.
Damn, foreign part of NASA? Man sending rockets left and right.
I did not expect that after the rage drive. I was like, what's happening now? And just bang, sends him to the moon. Oh, unlucky. Ducks it, but then gets hit by the third hit.
Not cool.
Just on the Punisher, I think.
Good space in there from Joker, just out of range of the homing.
Honestly, Joker's spacing has been impeccable. This entire set has been so on point with creating whiffs and getting a big punish on a lot of them. And nice! He just smelled that rage drive coming and dealt with it accordingly.
Round 3.
Super, super strong as always.
Okay, testing him again with the same string to see if he was going to fall for it. Again. Nice
Keeping that
work.
pressure up.
Just literally just slamming that bat on his head. Damn, his ribs are gone. Good ducks to throw. Oh, looking for that launch, and Joker just backs up, launches him. One more hit, goes for the low. Solid playing, just good overall stage control of Joker.
Yeah, his spacing has been on point. He's been using it really well. He's super well aware of where the walls are and how to make the most of the pressure. So honestly, a mark of a champion. Definitely a mark of a TWP finals. Nice, good punish. Drops the combo though. Drops the combo, so it's not over. But the throw still alive. One more hit. The low whiffing. Oh, and again, trying the rage drive and Joker stuffing it. Strong performance. Honestly, this Negan's looking pretty solid. Obviously, some roughness around the edges definitely could potentially improve it still, but pretty solid.
Yeah, and you can see that like with Richie previously, with Leroy and Joker just using down forward ones, jabs to set up the offense. And even if you're not, they may not be your main. These players are at this level where they can use multiple characters. So you have to just think, okay, there's a potential that they might use someone else. And yeah, good work. And I saw overall a little bit of a more cleaner play from SFX this time. There was some drops, but less than before.
Yeah, we only definitely had a 1 or 2 here, but I think also Joker was a lot more in control. So there was a lot of there's a lot less opportunity for those drops, a less opportunity for Physics to actually get inside there. It was looking really, really solid for Joker. The timing on the low parry is just super well aware of when to interrupt, when to low parry, how to keep that pressure. Definitely making the most of the Negan plus frame as well. Negan's actually got pretty good access to those plus frames, and Joker's just utilizing it superbly well.
His backdashing and whiff punishment, the sidestep on that Spartan kick as well. It's incredibly hard. I didn't really see any whiff punishment from Physics and Joker. And I'm not talking about because of Physics not being able to. It's just Joker was clean and he had tight movement and didn't really waste any movement. So you couldn't whiff punish him, just perfect spacing. And having a quick look at the scores, and we see in this round robin, a clean 2-0 across the board so far.
Yeah, again, we're seeing a repeat of the last round robin as well, where Birmingham got off to a very, very solid start, getting those 2-0s in. So hopefully Bradford can once again play on that edge and get some points on the board and keep it going, because they need to get some games in. They need to win 2 of the 3 games at least to stay in the running. Otherwise, Birmingham will be taking this second round robin.
It's a tall order, and I said they need to just play with no fear. And I like how Physics played with. You got the feeling of it was not. He wasn't giving respect. He was playing him 1-to-1 as an equal. And I think I've even seen Joker tweet things about everyone's human and just play and don't play with no fear. And it's true. You can be starstruck, and not because celebrity-wise, but you just think, wow, he knows everything I do and whatever. Just play without fear. And Physics there, he took the fight to him, and I like that. So. That's how you got to play, man. This is a strong team, and when you're going against really solid players, you have to just play your best and see what you can do. It's all data collection for next time,
100%. Interesting to see the Katarina here. Actually, that's not something I was expecting from Immortal Soul. Going with that trademark Kunimitsu though. That's no surprises in that front.
Second hit of the hop kick, catches him, going to take him to the wall. Doesn't get the right splat. Still got that pressure up.
Katarina's a scary character this season as well. Got so much pressure, especially if you're not aware of how to do higher stances, or if your character doesn't have great options for it. It can be really punishing. A nice launch on that -17, I think. So nice, good way of dealing with that.
That's those things that you can't really test a player. Like Immortal Soul's punishment like that. Great whiff punishment though. Take it all the way to wall. Look at that wall pressure. Bam! Working on the perfect. Punish there. Immortal Soul. He can play a little bit more risky. He's got such a life lead now, but he has to be careful because it can just spiral out of control. And now it's a completely different game. Punish. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's so scary versus Katarina. Obviously, the Rage Drive coming out here, but the Rage Drive was also an option. If you get that in a combo near a wall, ooh, you're gonna be losing a lot of damage.
Damn, and he let that slide. He had the life lead, and he's gonna launch that again. Damn, this combo practice taking all the way to the wall. Pressure now.
Almost getting that wall as well at the end there. Gee, that was a big carry. I mean, obviously we're not on the biggest stage, but that's still pretty impressive carry.
Look at their pacing everyone more so, just knowing when to punish, just letting it leave his offense and defense. Good low parry, and the Rage Drive.
Oh, doesn't go for the Rage Drive? I was gonna say, I think the Rage Drive would have maybe not killed, but would have definitely been close to. It would have been a lot of damage. And we've seen so many situations, the comebacks with Katarina Rage Drive, or even just the straight up damage it does. It's a crazy amount of damage. It's very scary to have to contend with. It's kind of like when Paul has Rage and suddenly he lands a combo on you and just does the Rage Art reset, and it's damn, all your life bar just disappears, and you have to deal with that. Oh
yeah,
scary thought.
Speaking of his life bar being deleted, going back to the round where he had the life lead, and I was saying you can spiral out of control if you get a bit too if you're playing a bit too free, where you think, you know, I've got a life lead, 1 or 2, sometimes even 2 is kind of cutting it fine when you have the wall there. And you said Katarina damage she does in rage, and it just spiraled out. It could have been 1-1 in rounds, but it just got a bit too button heavy. And he was doing moves where Immortal was punishing him, and he was doing the punish the wall splatting. So it wasn't even just punishment, and it was just standing punishing. He was getting jabbed, and he had 1 more chance. He was getting wall splat twice, 2 wall splat combos with the rage, and he was dead after having such a chunk of life lead. So you got to keep that composure, man. You can't start to just forget about it because you're, you know, got the life lead. So keep that solid play the whole way through.
Yeah, we got the infinite as well, so plenty of space to work with here for Dryden. Rooney again, pretty solid backdash. Bit of DLC card privilege there, but definitely got to make the most of it. Oh, not coming into the second hit, even though connected.
Okay,
for that kunai as well.
Strings, ducks it. Luckily he was in the air, gets floated. Oh! Oh my god!
Oh, still dying anyway, but that could have been a robbery right there and then.
Okay, just using the down forward once. Checking him. Punish that. Nice work. Look at even on life now, where more so just using the block punishment. Mix up. Jumping low. Oh, the punish on that power. Oh no.
Drops the combo. Nice, trying to keep himself alive, but damn. This is both combo drops can be so devastating as well.
Gives him a lifeline. 1-1 now. Nice. It's the launch. Kunai.
Oh, he charge going under the hop kick. What is going on? Nice, the power crash coming through, still alive. No, falls for the frame trap. Obviously no all here, so we're not going to be seeing some crazy rage drive damage.
Nice work, keeps him close there. Stomp. Oh no! Oh, he's dead.
Round 4.
So close. That whiff was there, but just a bit too slow to react.
Nice. Good conversion, doesn't quite get the tailspin there.
Four. Nice. That's it. Ends the combo. We keep him kind of close. Keep up the pressure. Doesn't have to do much now. More so, just life lead. Easy. Just commit it to the low. Even if he did a mid, he's got so much life. He wouldn't have died. So just why not go for the low parry?
Yeah, honestly, Immortal Soul using that down forward one a lot, doing a lot of checks and knowing when to back off, dealing with the power crush really, really well. And that was definitely a tool that we saw Dryden use a lot, and it's a tool that a lot of Kunimitsu players use. It is unsafe. You gotta be very mindful of every time you throw it out. You are risking block punishment, and it stacks up every time it was used. Immortal Soul was just punishing it. He was on point on dealing with it, not getting caught by it. So even though we saw some shenanigans and things going under hop kicks and all kinds of things coming out, Immortal Soul still keeping it solid and collected and coming out on top. But yeah, we are looking at the leaderboards right now, and we're just waiting on a few final scores. I think Birmingham only needs one more set to win overall, win this round robin, and today's event overall. And there it is, Joker taking it 2-0 over Fear. Clean sweep on that first page. And the second page as well, it seems. So,
Nice
strong performance from them. Honestly, I think Bradford did a really, really good job in the first one of getting themselves on the boards. Even we were seeing some of the main characters come out as well. We saw the Raven from Immortal Soul versus that Hwoarang. There's some really quality matchup there, and I think as well Fear and Dryden did a good job as well of putting up a solid fight. Maybe not quite getting everything in time, maybe not quite getting the punishes, and maybe a little too optimistic on certain decision making, but definitely came a long way and definitely improved since we last saw them.
Yeah, I agree. This was always going to be a tough week, and it's the league, so you've got multiple matches for you to try and get into that playoff position. And you've got a team like this, don't shy away from it. And they didn't. They faced them head on. They tried their best. And this is what it's about. It's the long game. Everyone's beatable. We saw how SF6 did when he picked up Huarang. And these are the players that we want to see come through these grassroots, smaller scenes, because we want the scene to grow. So to see that these players are still taking the game seriously, and to see that first Bradford team, Wiki, Gookie, and Risky Luck that help this team, that is the stuff that you want to see in the FGC, and people actually helping. Because a lot of people that say I help for the scene, but these people actually help players. So, me and Pan are always talking about thank you for people behind the scenes, production and TOs and that. So there's those things that help the scene go on. So it's good to see these people taking the next step and getting better with the game. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that was it. Another week of Tekken. We're getting closer and closer to the playoffs, and we can see the really strong teams come together to fight out for, their place in the finals. And there's some good prizes up for grabs, and it was a good way to close out the year of Tekken and look into the future. So thanks for joining us week. We will see you in 2 weeks' time. Take care. Oh, next week, actually. No, sorry. We're going into our playoffs, actually. So no more waiting 2 weeks. Next week is going to be the same time on Thursday.